the noble touch of perfection.
What is Face to Face? It's a program exclusively in English. It's a show with special guests, all non-citizens of Moldova. What will we talk about? About whatever we feel like. Georgeta, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our program. I know that you held a seminar today. If you can tell me a little bit about it.
The seminar is for companies which are working in fashion industries, and it's basically done for the commercial design, so what you can see in the shops. One part of the seminar is for the trends for the new spring-summer 2011. We have explained to the companies how they can pick up the trends, how can they use the trends for their brand identity, to incorporate the trends into their company philosophy, into their brands, to make the product sellable.
Now, do all the companies, is it like an advice or they have to follow what you tell them?
Generally it's an advice, and each company has to adapt it to their philosophy. It's not something which is set in stone and they cannot change. They can use some part of it and they can throw away the other. But in general, it's a kind of a skillet, how a structure, how a trend is done for a commercial design. And they can use whatever they think it's appropriate for exact client of their brand.
Now for spring and summer 2011, what will be used? What colors will be in fashion?
There are a few themes. There is one which is air theme, another it's a garden theme, and another it's air, clouds, so it's white and blue. It's all the themes appear in the shops at a different stage, so it's not only one type of colors which we use. Now we have about 5-6 themes in each season, and the shops are bringing them to people at a different stage. In the beginning of the season you have one type of colors, then the others, and then the other.
So basically you tell them that these colors will be fashionable then, and they try to create all the models, clothing models, with those colors.
Yes.
Now do they come separately and ask you for advice, maybe to come over to their stores and see what they've done, you know, the preview of the models?
No, actually, because generally we work this as an information base for them, and then they have to adapt for whatever they are doing, for the projects they are given by the companies who are ordering them the garments. So it's up to them, together with the company who is placing the order, to adapt the trend to whatever is the company profile.
Georgeta, now how is USAID involved in all of this, in fashion, in the seminar?
USAID has started a project 4 years ago, and they started to help companies with productivity, to bring up the company's productivity to an European level, so we become competitive as a market for European clients, and we become attractive and interesting country to come in to do production. That was the first step. And the second step was to get the companies from CMT, that's cut, make and trim, to a full package, which is giving the service where a client can bring you a picture, a design, and then the companies are doing all the rest, finding the fabric, doing all the whole process of production. So USAID has a lot of involvement in it, in growing the companies from where they have been to what they have to become.
Now, how did you get into this industry?
I studied as a student for this as fashion designer.
In London? You started in London?
Yes, I studied in London, yeah. And then we worked here as a small workshop, and later on we started now to do production for European clients.
Now why Moldova? Why here, not London?
Difficult to explain. For production, actually, this is the only place, because you cannot produce in Europe, it's too expensive. So obviously all the European clients are coming here for production.
So basically the workforce and the factory is more available here. Now if you could tell me more about the production process, how does it happen?
The production is like this. Order comes from a client. They know the style they want to be produced. They supply the raw materials, and then we do all the production of the style in here, and then it gets exported to Europe.
How many models, let's say for one order, how many models can be done?
No, it's a model per order, so each model comes separately. Per season, I think in the region of 30 styles. For each style we do from 500 to 3,000 pieces. It depends on the style.
Oh, wow, and how long does that take to make?
A normal cycle of production for 500 pieces is 1 week.
So is that fast or?
It's a medium, let's say, speed. Because Moldova doesn't have a best speed of production. It's only a developing part now to get production on the right level.
With all this production and retail and so on, have you started doing something of your own?
Yes, we did started to launch a brand, and we're doing now in quite small steps with a small number of production, and we're already selling here.
Now, getting back to the trends for Spring-Summer 2011, can you tell us a little bit more detailed about them?
The general trends for this season is one, it's soil, and the other it's garden. So in the soil we have more brown like beige, and in the garden we have a lot of green together with red, with pink, with blue, with a lot of prominent and very kind of happy colors. And oxygen or the air trend, it's something very chiffon-like, very lightweight, in light, pale, very pale colors.
How are these trends established?
It's a very long story because there are companies around the world who only their work is to find out what is the next trend in society. And when they all their job is to go around countries and places and to find out what is the next society brand coming. So they are gathering what movies they are looking at, what concerts they are going, how do they live their life, where do they travel, what is there. And putting together all of this, it comes out a trend.